yeet iron. Okay. Carbon. Too much carbon. Yeet carbon if there's too little sulfur. And sulfur, sulfur, carbon. Okay, that should handle the overflow of those mixed components. Now we just gotta figure out where the yeet line goes. What is this? Can we fit across there? Ooh. Ooh, okay. Mm-hmm. I would like to just come straight through here if that's a thing. This is going to be the closest, like, point to yeet. No, actually, it's going to be down here, so we don't need to do that. This needs to flip. We shall have our yeetage be balanced, as all things should be. And then we need to figure out the position of these guys. In fact, let's just make sure that we have space for the yeet line. Oh, right. Now, because these belts are separated, we have copper on the bottom and iron on the top. This is going to be pure iron. And then we need a mixed belt. Does it need to be mixed? Because of the length of this is dust. Unless we have blue belts. Do we want to go down that rabbit hole? Do we really want to go down that rabbit hole? I think if we just do that. Add one of these bad boys. Slap that down there. That doesn't actually help me. Unless we do that. Well, in that case, that whole thing is weird. Iron can just come down like so. These can connect up. Copper comes down there. And those are our inputs. Okay. Now where does this go then? That seems pretty perfect, but we're quite far out. It's the yeet line. It's always the yeet line, chat. We can shrink it. At least to the degree where it needs to be. By just doing this and forgetting about balancing the yeet line. I know Thanatos would be very angry, but it does compact us down a little bit. I wonder if... Hear me out. Hear me out. I know I'm splitting hairs here, but hairs do need to get split at times. Oh yeah. Douche, douche, douche. Excellent. I don't think it's gonna be tighter than that. But we did make it quite tight. Why the ship slow? Ship more time to kill asteroids. Don't be afraid to build big. I know, but I want to, like... This is her commander in a spaceship democracy. It needs to be shaped in this direction, okay? It needs to be shaped long in this direction and narrow in this direction for aesthetic purposes. Like, this isn't about being the most engineeringly efficient ship ever. If it was, this here would not be a thing. This is about the memes at this point. And we are going to have, you know, a sushi belt. We're going to have the asteroid belt. We're going to have the turrets. If I make it long with a wide base, it will resemble a very strong and efficient shape. Yeah, you have to have a flared base, otherwise it's gonna be unsafe. Yes, it will be a very strong and efficient shape. I see. I'm glad to have some RCE propaganda in my chat, honestly. Now, where do we put the carbon and the sulfur then? The carbon needs to come over here together with the sulfur. So let's just clear out any mess. Have we actually hooked up all the copper and iron where it needs to go? I think we have. And then of course there's a yeet line which we can plumb through whenever. That means ice and calcite needs to go up here. And I'm thinking we bend it like Beckham here, chat. And we do this number. Because I like the way it looks. And then we can do the reprocessing over in this corner. We don't need any outputs on this side. Just do... Ah, come on. Okay, it all needs to be one higher. Which annoys me because this doesn't line up then. Okay, well, I mean, we can just move the entire thing one up, right? Yeah, because now we can have all of these things. And then we can decide how many we actually need once we are in flight. And we can do the whole power optimization. We'll start without beacons. I don't need that many. I mean,
A nefarious interloper among us, sauntering through the chat like a crow in a potato field. Well, let me clarify something to our mischievous mimic. Gaining access to this factory is easier said than done. Ask the commanders. They would fondly reminisce about the numerous fires, malfunctions, and of course my sporadic temperamental outbursts. Essentially, by trying to infiltrate this factory, you are willingly signing up for a lifetime of testing and torment. However, if this still sounds appealing, I'll have no trouble locating a vacant testing department just for you.
What was I saying again? Definitely don't need that many. Yeah, you're probably right. But I like to have the option of fixing it in production if needed, you know? Wouldn't be the first time I've had to do that. Yeah. Yeah, don't look in the hobby channel on Discord. That would be a little bit awkward. Like, I'm just assuming this is gonna work. I think it does. Except that I want the calcite to be on the other side. Yeah. Because the calcite needs to go down this line. And the ice needs to go up. But we need to bring this calcite down also. Balance. Ice only needs to go up, honestly, to be melted into water. Kickstart the whole ship with solar to test things. Oh wait, grabbers, no kickstarting. What? Yeah, like, we have no grabbers, and I don't really want to put them down until we know where our outline is gonna be. But yes, we're basically 100% build, no test. Oh no, we're a little bit too tight here. Well, shit. Okay. Not gonna lie. Oh, jeez. Not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel like a little bit of an architect. This is calcite. Down there. Water up here. Excellent. Bro, hard to say no. They do make a lot of structures that resemble the strongest shape, though. Only architects do belt human. Okay, calm down. That's too far. Okay, we still need to heat the excess though. Up it right. This is gonna be the heat line or priority up, right? Ah. Oh. Fuckity bucket. Fuckity fucking fuckity bucket. And use the strong shapes, Augustus don't. Everyone knows it. Okay, fair, fair. And this can just join in on that yeet line. Okay, okay. This is shaping up rather nicely. Rather nicely, I might say. Now we just need the circuit conditions. We need 2 combinamators there, and I hidden one of these right there. That's going to be on the input. Ooh. Those needs to rotate. Yeah. And boosh, 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 boosh. Let's go through all of those. Nay! I missed one. What an architect. There we go. With all of those hooked up. These thresholds will necessarily have to be different. 50 stacked size times whatever many that is. We're gonna have to tune that as we go. But the logic is the same. If you have too much ice, God forbid, and not enough calcite. Where's the calcite? Why can I never see the calcite on that thing? Then we eat the ice. On the other hand, what is more likely to happen is that we get too much calcite. And if that's the case, then we eat the calcite. And I forgot that we actually need to set these. If this is calcite, so if calcite is set, then we eat. If water is set, then we eat. Let's see, carbon. This is the carbon one. That means this has to be sulfur. And this is copper. And therefore this has to be iron. Okay, that should be the yeet lines done. The water thing has unfortunately moved a few times, so we do need to reconfigure that. Now we need to get carbon and sulfur here from over here. Oh no! Oh no! That's very tight. I mean, we can come up here with this entire line. That would get us a one gap. You think I'm enabling disabling builds but don't read belts? That is exactly what I'm doing. That is the intent. I disable this belt to prevent yeeting unless the condition to yeet has been issued by these Cmdrs. And we only yeet if we're preventing more stuff from being crushed. That's the idea. We'll keep stuff buffered in the crushers if until we need to make more of some other stuff. Oh, wait. Okay, I think I know what you're saying. We will always yeet if there's an imbalance. And there will always be an imbalance even if we're full. That's what you're trying to say, right? So we don't actually need to yeet unless there's a shortage as well. Oh no, it's more logic. Oh heck. Well, that's awkward. You know, a little bit of an architect. Well, first things first. Let's figure out how we get the stuff out of here. You're thinking about reading belts instead of crushers. Okay. Ants. I wish there was a two gap here. But we can make it work. Let's get to a point where we can start testing. So even though we separated these with great fanfare, we're gonna combine them again. You might say, Emily, that sounds a little bit like a dumb thing to do. And you would be correct in saying that, but it allows us still to independently yeet one or the other, which I think is still worthwhile, even though we're sharing the bandwidth of one bus here, or one belt. And that means that an architect thing to do. Yeah. Okay, so what if we do that? And then the output side, the left side here will get us the carbon, and then we'll make sure that the side load the belts by putting an empty thing here. Hey Briterius TV, welcome in. How you doing? Can produce even 90 items per second. Why give it more than half of a red belt? Yep. I mean, even consider this, that we're using stack inserters here to make the belt thick. You know, make the belt girthy. This is such a... this is such a chungus. Right, for the logic condition then. So this decides what to yeet. We should, of course, also read belt contents, change it to a different signal, and then and it in here. Stack make half of red be 60 items seconds. Okay. Yeah, I don't know the numbers by heart. Okay, so if let's make these generic. Anything greater than some individually tunable threshold, we output Y for yeet. If I connect here and select read all belts, does it go all the way through? Well, no, because that's missing. Okay, so if... Sorry, other way around. So if there's less than whatever that amount is gonna be, we're gonna have to tune it. And we get this here. Then we'll enable yeeting. But if all the belts are full, we're not gonna yeet. Okay, I thought that was gonna be worse. I thought that was going to be a lot worse. I'll grab this. Bunker down here. And same thing here. Need condition. Just going to input there. I wish the default here would be greater than. I'm sure there's a good reason it's not. But it kind of lines up better with my mental model of things. And then because these now join into this belt, which goes all the way out here, we can actually just have one of these hooked up here.